This is PWPH Studios, the home of pro wrestling podcasts in the Philippines. And you are listening to The Main Event Mark.
Views, opinions, and takes expressed in this program are solely those of the host and do not necessarily reflect views, opinions, or positions of PWPH Studios, Wrestling Philippines, any of their affiliates. Materials, references, and discussions in this episode are intended for general information and commentary purposes only. Please be advised that this episode may contain strong language and content that may not be suitable for younger audiences. Listener discretion is strongly advised. Stay safe and stay wrestle, everyone. Welcome to the Main Event Mark.
Yeah. So welcome to your unfiltered Tagalog wrestling podcast. This has been the Main Event Mark podcast. So yeah, welcome to yet another episode of the pod. And I kinda embarrassed that I don't really release a lot of episodes lately into this show. So I apologize for inconsistency and the bullshit. No, March 31st, Holy Week is kicking in, so we really need to bunk and to record some episodes na. And I have to make some announcements here also on this podcast that will make some changes a little bit on how we work now here on the show, no? So for the next 3 weeks, I'm actually gonna set up a series of podcast live streams that will be televised exclusively on facebook.com/main event mark pw, and on our YouTube channels. Of course, that's youtube.com/at main event mark pw and at pwph studios. So I'm going to announce some series of live streams that we need to do, and we're going to do definitely. So April 5, we're going to have the NXT Stand and Deliver post show. So I am preparing some graphics now. I am actually trying to explore some graphics stuff for this series, no? Kasi matagal na akong din nagla-live stream. So medyo hindi na ako marunong mag-edit. Mag-edit ng mga bagay-bagay at mag-relate or mag-relay ng template sa StreamYard at kung ano yung babagay sa mukha ko para umakma naman ako mukhang tao sa StreamYard, no? So I am processing that on this episode. So medyo I am busy into that. And then I am trying also to establish something very new. I am cooking something for next month, for this month of April. I cannot wait to share it with you guys. And yes, I am going to announce then here on this podcast that Attention to Dito is coming back as a podcast of PWPH Studios. Wala pa akong definite details about that, pero I am trying to work it out with our partners here on PWPH Studios, si Dens, kausap ko, and the AEW bullshit needs to be discussed then on a later time. Kasi I find it very ridiculous them to ride bad ways about this AEW shit. So I'm just gonna adjust a little bit here. Just bear with me. This might be better. Ayun. Ito. Hindi naman siya bad angle. Must say. Pero yun nga. Si AEW kasi, they are trying to normalize the social media thing of AEW tsaka yung mga wrestling media natin. They're trying to carbonize the whole thing or to kill the whole thing basically in the base. I don't know paano ko sa ilulugar. Like, I am literally workshopping myself here. Ayun. So, this might be better na. May better shots. Not sure. But we're trying something new here on the podcast, no? So, I'm going to do very late reviews of some shows that I don't have to watch. But I have to because I really love you guys. And ayun. So Revolution and Elimination Chamber. So ako mag-catch up into that. So I'm going to talk about it on the next episode. I promise before we go down south. Before we go down south, definitely. But ayun. That's my commitment for this week. I'm going to record some episodes para maano lang yung Holy Week commitment ko. And then diretso na tayo ng Sunday, which is our first part of our live stream series. So ulit lang natin yung schedule. So sa mga hindi nakakaalam, no, so yung live stream series natin is going to happen on April 5. That's Stand and Deliver. And then TNA Rebellion and AEW Dynasty on April 13. Then WrestleMania Saturday, April 19. And WrestleMania WrestleMania Saturday on April 19. And WrestleMania Sunday, April 20. So you can catch that on mentioned platforms, facebook.com/The Main Event Mark PW, or on youtube.com/The Main Event Mark PW and PWPH Studios. So, welcome again to the Main Event Mark Podcast. My name is Angelo Penera. Thank you very much for joining me on this very special episode of the show. So, medyo hindi ko alam. Ayun. So, medyo, ano bang tawag dito? I am a little bit upset kasi my podcast is a little bit nilalangaw, as you may know. Di ko alam. Yan. Parang in a way nilalangaw yung podcast ko kasi hindi ko alam. Parang ano bang tawag dito? Wala. Wrestling is just boring, no? Like how JD from New York is saying it. Boring. Wrestling is boring. At least this month, no? February, March, boring talaga. Wala akong masabi how boring it is. I'm just gonna tell you guys, medyo hindi ko gusto yung mga nangyayari ngayon with how wrestling is basically happening. I'll start with AEW kasi it is what it is. AEW is not really hitting the mark here. And kung paano sila nagko-conduct ng mga bullshit, hindi talaga umaakma sa panahon. Hindi talaga maintindihan kung paano ba yung tamang timing, or Tony Khan just really doesn't know how to book some of his talents. Like, hindi siya marunong gumawa ng creative decisions, or hindi siya marunong mag-isip kung paano niya mabubook yung mga talents niya sa roster, or kung ano man yon. Hindi talaga kaya ni Tony yun. I really need to take some things out of my chest here, if you don't mind. Kasi alam nyo, nagkakaroon na tayo ng double standards when it comes to covering wrestling content here on, not only in the Philippines, but mainly kung saan tayo nag-source ng news, no? Si Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful is apparently nakikipag-away na naman sa mga content creator na hindi nag-agree sa kanyang opinion. Good Lord. Sean Ross Sapp, problematic masyado mag-isip itong taon to. I'm not saying it's problematic in real life, Kasi I'm not sure kung ano ba talaga ugali niya in real life, baka mas malala pa, no? Pero hindi ko alam, parang he's turning himself into a Dave Meltzer light na unbearing din. Unbearing din, I'm must say here. Pero wala eh. Dave Meltzer really molded this guy to be a goof. Wala eh. Ayun. So, si Ricochet, isa pa tong putang inan to. Gumawa siya ng malaking kasalanan sa isang MS patient or MS may MS, basta may MS. I'm not gonna talk about topic about that. Medyo sensitive siya. Pero putang ina ni Ricochet. At itong AEW, dinedefend pa si Ricochet. Itong wrestling media, dinedefend pa si Ricochet. I don't know what to say about that. Because that's beyond bullshit. I don't know why people is defending Ricochet after what that happened. Kasi naobserbahan ko na yung pattern eh. No? Every time there's a controversy that's being parted by AEW Superstore or AEW talent, itong mga talent na to, tahimik to. Sila Shap, sila Meltzer, sila Alvarez, sila ba to? Si Elbow. Itong mga AEW media na ito, sobrang tahimik nila, na parang among tupa, no? Pero pag WWE, ang may controversy, itong mga taong to, ito yung mga taong unang lalabas sa sasabihin. These are the same people who spoiled this week's SmackDown, and I didn't like it. No? I went into rant on our chats here. I'm so sorry, people. I really have to rant this out kasi this is above and beyond bullshit. Alam nyo, si Sap nagpapalusot kasi nasa convention daw siya that time. At parang sinupervise niya yung pag-i-spoil nitong WrestleBots kasi WrestleBots is working for Fightful now, no? Pero I find it bullshit kasi like what I said, Fightful is basically cohorts na with WrestleBots. So yes, I totally get it. WrestleBots ay my sources din when it comes to content na meron ito si WrestleBots kumpara kay Fightful. Kasi si Fightful, alam naman natin na they are very pro AEW and they are admitting that. They are admitting that. So, ayun, I am very disappointed with how Tony Khan loves to handle things. At ito pa yung katakataka, no? Let's go back a little bit with MJF returning to the company. In a taped show, yes. Tapos, walang spoiler na nangyari. So, this is all orchestrated, all forwarded, all communicated. Na wag nyo isasama tong part na to on the spoilers. Tape delay. Partida. Tape delay. Then, we're not including that on that tape delayed spoiler. That's a little bit bullshit to me if you ask me. No? And, isa pa, medyo double standards kasi itong mga wrestling media na ito. So, medyo hindi ako natutuwa on how things are being handled now in this space. No? So, ayun. I am a little bit disappointed on how this went out. And I am very disappointed then on how we should move forward when it comes to wrestling media. So, yun lang muna. I'm gonna close that case for now. Kasi gusto kong mag-rant dedicatedly sa ibang pagkakataon. Pero now, I'm just gonna refresh myself, catch up on what I am missing. And, parang wala naman akong na-miss. Sa totoo lang. parang wala naman ako na-miss. AEW is still Outlaw Mud Show. Still pleasing Dave Meltzer with his cock. Like every week. Lalo yung press con nung Revolution. Lalo yung press con nung Evolution. That's a little bit disappointing for me. So, yeah. Wala tayong magagawa dyan. They are sucking up their dicks. Wala tayong magagawa. So, thank you very much for listening on the Main Event Mark podcast by PWPH Studios. This has been Angelo Pinera. Always. And then, just to remind you guys, again, magkakaroon tayo ng post-show series starting this week specifically, April 5. Gaganapin yan sa ating Facebook page, facebook.com/The Main Event Mark, or search na lang The Main Event Mark. Then, meron din yan sa YouTube, youtube.com/PWPH Select or PWPH Studios and PWPH Studios. Ayun, The Main Event Mark. Ang muting mo. Ayun. So, I'm gonna show or share more details as we go along on the stream, no? And abangan nyo na lang kung ang Stand and Deliver mag-uumpisa ng alas 7 ng umaga, let's say, ng Sunday. I'm going to do the stream mga 10:30, ganyan, or 11 para medyo sakto sa inyong pananghalian. Or after ko mo ng halian, at least may stream ako na may stream sa inyo by April 5. And then, like what I just mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, I'm also going to have some live stream for AEW Dynasty and TNA Rebellion. I'm going to do them separately para lang transparent ako. Hindi ko gagawin yon same day with TNA Rebellion kasi pupunta ako ng Brawl Pit for DexCon dito naman, no matter what. Kung wala pa akong ticket, guys, para lang transparent, wala pa akong ticket. I'm still trying to figure myself out to get a ticket. Pero probably end of week nagkaka-ticket ako. And I'm going to watch Tito Minoru Suzuki murder, as in murder literal, Jake De Leon and David Rabena for the DexCon World Championship. Murder Daddy Minoru Suzuki. So, I cannot wait to watch that massacre. Sayang hindi ko napanood yung yung tagay na, yung previous show, yung Fast Break, tsaka yung Wrestle Storm 3. I really want to watch that shows. Pero I cannot wait to see more of that soon. FEW is also having their first show of 2026. So, first small show, April 12. Then, 3:30 p.m. So, magsubok sa QC. So, they're going to have some matches for FEW. So, parang, ang iniisip ko nung una, ewan ko, naiisip ko nung una, I really want to watch it somehow. Pero, yung katawan ko somehow is also saying, na. Pero, yon, let's talk about further things here. When it comes to this stuff then. Kasi parang, ano ba tawag dito? Search ko lang yung FPW page. And, ayun, ako talaga nagsasabi na ako sa inyo guys, no? I am looking forward to watch a FPW show for at least once, no? For at least once. So, we're going to have some matches here. We're going to have pagsubok sa QC like what I just mentioned. Jan Evander versus Ralph Emabayashi for the Metro Manila Championship. We also have Tiago versus Cuatro. Two badasses definitely going to compete. Kimi Lorg versus Roxy Reeves. I'm not sure if I mentioned it right. So, pa-clarify na lang kung mali ako. Then Sabos versus Jeffrey. Rio Rufino versus Penny Hayes. At Joshua Evangelista versus EB3. Kid Quago versus Jason Rex. So that's a really stacked card as well. So, baka na-miss nyo lang din, si Kushida na ang FPW champion from their last show. So, I think, according to our friends over on our community, that was a really good match too. And then, like what I just mentioned, we also have some matches for Dexcon that's being announced as well. So, the following matches, Robin Sane versus Daryl Vol. That's a really good match. Then, we also have Serafin Liwanag versus Heat. Definitely it's going to be Heat. No? So, yun. And then, we are also going to have obviously the three-way Minoru Suzuki, Jake De Leon, and Ravenna. Carlo Cannon versus Nigel San Jose. It's going to be a really good match. Crystal versus Joya. And Hakay Mateo is going to have his match, official debut match. I'm not sure how it transpired on Dexcon. But yeah, we cannot wait to see more of that. Ken Cypher definitely versus Devil Danny Cavite. Interesting. Interesting. So I'm looking forward to that. And then yeah, yun lang muna. Yun yung cards na alam natin so far. We're also going to get more matches announced very soon. So ako lang yung nagpo-podcast dito, 20 minutes na ako nasa intro. Like what the fuck. Ayun. So ayun, konting programming update lang. So, yung TNA, ayun, yung Revolution review at saka Elimination Chamber thoughts ko, I'll tackle that next episode. So, I'll keep that removed. So, mabilis lang bago ako mag-move on sa mga topics na gusto ko i-discuss. Kagaya na discuss ko kanina. I-discuss lang natin na mabilis itong nangyari sa Sacrifice 2026. I think TNA did a really good job on taking care of what happened between Mike Santana and Steve Macklem. So, in my opinion, Alice Lane is the MVP of the whole weekend. As in WWE, AEW, and TNA. I believe Alice Lane is the MVP. She stopped the match right away. Medyo maikli pa lang yung match. Then, the match was stopped. That was a good call that's been made by Alice Lane. So, parang ang nangyari na lang dito, nagkaroon sila ng improvised finish. So, we have Eddie Edwards, technically the Feast or Fire World Champion contender, attacking Santana. So, parang nagkaroon na lang dito ng invented finish. So, medyo may factor pa rin siya sa mangyayari sa Rebellion. And then, there are some matches din na gustong-gusto ko with TNA recently. I really love Ariana Grace. I believe she's a really good wrestler then, in my opinion. I hope she will adapt more on a WWE setting. Pero she's growing on me as well. Yung mga ibang matches naman siguro na napanood ko, wala naman ako masyadong mamimiss sa card. Moose versus Eddie Edwards, obviously it went no contest. I still believe that Alicia Edwards is going to turn on Moose in the long run here. And then we also have the Righteous turning on the Hardys. So that's a bit interesting too. Pero there's nothing that I can look forward specifically with TNA right now. And I'm looking forward then days before Rebellion, especially with Rebellion coming up very soon, April 12. Mapapanood nyo rin siya sa Blast TV. So maraming salamat Blast TV for giving us free content. We will share more of that on our ad breaks. Ayun. So I believe TNA is doing a really good job on establishing their talents there. Except with the main event that we got. Okay? So, yeah, we're going to take a short break here and we will come back here with our message over on our friends here on PWPH Studios.
This episode is not sponsored by Blast TV. But hey, it definitely deserves a shout out. Blast TV is the official home of TNA Wrestling in the Philippines, bringing you TNA Thursday Night Impact, its monthly specials, and the quarterly pay-per-views. And the best part? You can watch them absolutely free. Not only that, you can also watch Alex Iala's matches, BKFC, PFL, NFL, Jimmy Fallon, and your favorite shows on Paramount Plus Hub. Just download the Blast TV app on the App Store or Google Play, sign up, and enjoy nonstop TNA wrestling action anytime, anywhere. Now, let's get back to the action, right here on the Main Event Mark, presented by PWPH Studios.
Check. We're back here on the Main Event Mark podcast by PWPH Studios. Again, my name is Angelo Penara. Thank you very much for joining us here on the show. So let's continue now here with some additional topics that we can discuss, no? Kasi ayun. Medyo na sisino ako. Ayan, so sabi ko nga si PWPH Studios kasi alam mo yun, ako kasi I love to adapt into new things, no? Parang ano ba tawag dito? Alam niyo ako, habang nagpapahinga ako, siguro, hindi naman ibig sabihin na nagpapahinga ako, hindi na ako active sa wrestling, no? I am starting to watch WXM. This is a wrestling promotion that started in India. So, I believe they started last year. Then, there are some shows then that was taped earlier this year. And I'm not gonna share some results here. But I think some wrestlers there in India, maraming ako natuwa. Especially with some talents that they got as well. Dijak, Raj, former Jinder Mahal. And then, Saxy Bray Jr. Yan yung huli kong episode na napanood. Di ko pa napapanood ng buo yung kay Raj. Yung main event ng special episode nila. Pero, I would say, if malaki ang budget ng wrestling scene natin dito sa Pinas, I'm gonna call either FPW or Dexcon or kahit sino mang promotion or Poncho Pilato na mag-iisip to establish this type of content, no? I can guarantee we might get the same approach as WXM as what they're doing right now. I believe WXM is doing a really good job of establishing their own identity as a Indian wrestling promotion, no? Medyo masakit lang kasi habang sinasabi ko to, I am also reading the news of Mansoor and his friend leaving the promotion as bookers. So, yung mga napanood natin ngayon sa WXM, hindi ako sure kung yun ay sulat pa din ni Mansoor. Di ko nalaman. Ngayon ko lang din nalaman that he's writing the shows over on WXM. So, ayun, I hope you can give them a chance. Kahit isang 30 minutes lang. May mga matches sila na sobrang quick size lang. Just like 17 or 20 minute matches that's being held on WXM. I still believe that it's absolutely better than what we're getting over on WWE or even TNA Wrestling or even AEW. AEW is outlaw right now. I am going to tell you that right now. WWE, wala talaga tayo magagawa sa creative nila. They fucking suck. Ayun. Yun. Sinare ko lang tong WXM kasi I believe may potential ang scene sa India. They're giving something to care And I hope we can get the same with our Philippine wrestling scene. So, yun lang ang message ko dyan. Wala akong pinapatamaang tao o kahit sino man. I am just wishing all the best. I hope we are going to be succeed when it comes to our life and also with our wrestling promotions. No? Yun nga. Medyo mema lang yan. I'm gonna go back with my topic here. So, I have one more topic to discuss before I end the podcast. So, Ricochet. So, si Ricochet ay talk of the town na naman, as usual, of the wrestling community because of his actions over an ex. No? So, tignan ko na lang yung source ko sa TMZ. Kasi si TMZ lang naman ang nag-report nito ng maayos. Wala nang iba. TMZ lang ang nag-report ito ng ayos. Yung wrestling media na dapat magre-report nito, wala. They're not reporting it at all. And then, the rest, itong mga social media, mga, ano ba tawag dito? Itong mga promotion na ito, like sila Wrestling Observer, wala silang pakialam because AEW is really on their pockets. No? So, wala talaga silang pakialam dito. So, basahin na lang natin itong report from TMZ Sports. So, AEW Ricochet, nagkamali na ako ng pagbasa. Sorry, guys. AEW superstar Ricochet is facing a ton of backlash this week after he told a woman he's glad that she's battling multiple sclerosis. I'm not sure if I mentioned it right. Leading the wrestler to share his regret over the statement. The exchange went down on March 16 when the woman appeared to be criticizing the former WWE's talent's acting abilities. And then, Ricochet apparently went on her page and is reading her bio with sharing a motivational line about her experience with a chronic autoimmune disease. And then, yun na nga. So, I'm glad you got MS. And then, nag-reply yung babae. She's saying that, well, if that makes you happy, have a great life. Then, the wrestler had an apparent change of heart a day later as he issued an apology. So, I took out my hatred for the IWC on Sandy and inadvertently others who are affected with MS. So, she really apologized for that. And then, 30 minutes before apologizing, apparently, he retweeted the tweet. And he is basically retweeting tweets who is agreeing with this motherfucker. So, yeah, that's basically what's happening with Ricochet right now. And I would say right now, AEW is the worst wrestling promotion when it comes to their HR, no? Let's say the HR. So, ano ba tawag dito? Yung kanilang relations or HR na nga lang. Let's keep it as is. Yung kanilang HR, yung kanilang human resources ay bano. No? Let's keep it as it is. Walang sino man na dapat mang-call out sa ganito other than the one who actually criticize Ricochet. Ito kasing mga wrestling media na ito, Wrestling Observer, si Fightful, si PW Insider. At least I have trust with PW Insider. But these motherfuckers, especially Dave Meltzer and Sean Ross Sapp, wala talaga ako tiwala sa mga to. No? I hope you guys do the same. Kasi night and day, wala talaga. Wala nang gamot dito kina Sapp, kina Wrestling Observer, wala na talagang gamot dito. Wala na magagawa. And I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now on my feed after he actually posted the tweet, no? And then wala talaga, as in sobrang silent ng AEW media about this. Parang sinabihan na sila ni Tony Khan na wag na kayong mag-ano ng mga headlines about this. Nakakahiya sa akin, especially it's a pay-per-view week. So syempre si Dave Meltzer di niya talaga yun, then parang he is being forced to talk about it, no? And I'm actually sharing some clips here if you don't mind. Na-miss ko to sa podcast ko that I'm sharing clips here. Kanino naman to? I'm not sure this is from Sean Ross Sapp or ano ba tawag dito. I'm not sure if this is from Sean Ross Sapp or other person, no? Pero ito lang. Tingnan natin na mabuti ito. Medyo I'm trying to look at it. And then wait lang, medyo inaalis ko lang to. Wait lang. Hindi ko makita yung ano. Hindi ko makita specifically yung pong ano. Wait lang. Hinahanap ko yung buong tweet. Hinahanap ko yung buong tweet. Wait. Hindi ko makita yung tweet. Hindi ko talaga makita. Ayan. Sorry na. I'm trying to find specifically this tweet, no? Kasi wait lang. Malapit na ako. Wait lang. So, I'm just gonna search this out. So this is from Meltzer Said What, no? Apparently this is the clip that I am looking for. So Dave Meltzer and Gigi, this is I'm not sure who the fucker is this. We're discussing Ricochet's MS tweet, which is of course ironically turned into a talk about tribalism, and WWE fans are bad, AEW fans good. And 6 years ago, Dave Meltzer saying that AEW would fare and blah 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 blah. Let's talk about it.
But as we can tell, his wife is an innocent bystander in this whole.
Wait lang, mali.
If you read what I wrote, then you have the right to comment on it and say I'm too easy or say I'm too hard, all you want. You didn't read what I wrote.
It's a game. It's a game to those guys, though. The people who are on Twitter all day long, that is like their playground. That's like enjoyment for them. It's let's see how many people we can upset and frustrate, and let's target. Like, it's not real life.
Oh, give me 1 second. Dave, Gigi, you're giving shots to Dave here. I cannot believe here. Sorry guys. Pinapatamaan mo si Dave Meltzer. What you're trying to say, Gigi? Let's go back here with the topic. Oh fuck, this is getting bad. Tangina to the Dave.
No,
But that's why I was saying for Ricochet, this is his real life, even though he is playing his character.
Oh, good
but
Lord.
as we can tell, his wife is an innocent bystander in this whole thing.
Absolutely.
And so it's real life, even though he's playing it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Dave. This is turning into a double standards thing. I can guarantee that. And alam mo yung mas masakalap dito? Si JD from New York na kino-call out pa rin si Sean Ross Sapp at si Dave Meltzer. They are apparently cohorts now, apparently. And itong si Sap, masyadong problematic. Masyado niyang iniisip yung paycheck at yung access niya for Dynasty. So, that's why he's trying to roll into his pants and do this type of shit. And also to ruin WWE's SmackDown last weekend. And that's a little bit disappointing. Hindi ko alam kung ano ba yung gustong palabas na gawin nito ni Fightful or ni Resobots to an extent. Kasi technically, kanila din naman ang Resobots in the end of the day. Right? And Dave Meltzer, given any, siya yung figure na kauna-unahang magde-defend sa AEW all day. So, we know his character. We know who the fuck he is. Okay? So, wala na tayong lokohan na pwedeng masara dito or mabuksan. Because we know who the fuck Dave Meltzer is. Right? So, that's who he is. So, let's go back to the clip.
Real life to them.
The people who amplified it and engaged it, in fact, it is their real life because they are consumed. Those people are consumed with the failure of AEW.
You remember Mick Foley's book, The Real Life is Faker Than Pro Wrestling?
Mm-hmm.
To those...
Hoy, Dave! Putang ina mo. Ba't mo kasi tiyatakan masyado yung AEW bad, AEW great, WWE bad argument mo every week? And that's very stupid as well on your part. Right? Hindi ko gets. Bakit this is turning into that, this is turning into this, is turning into the most annoying thing that we really have to see on this goddamn product. Right? Good Lord. Let's finish this clip first.
Folks, they don't take it that seriously. They're looking to
Oh yeah, they do.
upset the apple cart.
No,
in
if you know
that way.
if you know those people, they take it more seriously than anyone. They're I'm not saying all of them, but the ones that I noticed, I mean, they take it ridiculously seriously. I can tell you because many of them contact me, and they're Looney Tunes. You know, I mean, not just on Twitter. I mean, like in real life. I mean, they're just some people. I mean, it just really broke their brains that this company exists, and because I didn't tell everyone like other people that it's going to fail and the leader's an idiot and blah blah blah. It's like somehow that makes me biased in favor of them, you know. And it's like they don't understand that in fact the unbiased person is the one who gives you the numbers, tells you what it is, tells you what it means, you know, and tells you, you know, is it good, is it bad, like legit, and
Ito nga pala eh.
the paths to profitability, the ups and the downs and things like that. And it's like the last thing they are so afraid of, you know, like they are so afraid of facts. It is
Nagsalita. Hay nako, Dave. Ito, isa pa. I have one more thing to tackle here. So, apparently, we also have here the contendership. I'm glad actually Swerve lost the shot. I am glad he lost the shot. I can guarantee that. Okay? So, medyo natuwa ako kasi hindi ma-explain ng kahit sino man, Wrestling Observer, itong mga si Dave Meltzer, they could not explain it at all, no? Kasi hindi ko alam bakit may double standards itong lahat ng ito. Parehas sila eh, WWE, AEW, ewan ko. Parang mas may alam pa ata yung AI sa pagbubook ng product as in, no? Ano ba tawag dito? Mas may alam pa yung AI na kung paano mag-book sa mga promotions. Like, holy fuck. I don't know what to say or what I'm gonna tell you. But this is getting ridiculous. Day and night. There's still some people who is going to defend AEW to death. Like, putang ina, hindi ko alam kung ano yung sasabihin ko, just like with this bullshit or how things are going basically when it comes on this type of context, no? Kasi parang it's kinda annoys me, or kinda annoys me somehow how I fucking hate the life that I'm in right now. Pero parang ko na rin sinabi na it is what it is at the same time as how I do or conduct things, no? Kasi the more that I conduct things, the more also that how I actually expect something from the way on how I do things differently. Right? Kasi if we're just establishing something, then walang profit, bang usapan na yun. Parang wala tayong nauuwang kahit ano with how things are going, like what in the fly fuck is happening. Walang matinong profit na makukuha ang WWE just because they're associated with AEW. 100% that's the case. Ayun. So, I think yun na lang muna. Wala naman akong ibang sabihin dito sa podcast na to. Abangan nyo na lang yung review ko this week of AEW Revolution and WWE Elimination Chamber. Tapos catch up tayo with wrestling tomorrow on Raw. So marami tayong abangan bukas sa Raw. So yeah, if you like what I just said here on the podcast, follow the Extra and follow the podcast at the Main Event Mark PW. So with that said, follow the Extra. With that, thank you very much again for listening on this podcast. Stay safe, stay reso. See you on the next episode. Play the Extra.
And that's a wrap. You've been listening to the Main Event Mark powered by PWPH Studios, a Pro Wrestling Philippines collective production. Catch every episode anytime on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Stay connected and join the conversation on Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, and Threads. Just search at Main Event Mark PW. Want to show your support? Visit patreon.com/maineventmarkpw and be part of the movement. Don't forget to check out our mothership, Pro Wrestling Philippines, across Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, Reddit, and on Patreon at PWPH Select. This is PWPH Studios, a proud member of the Pro Wrestling Philippines Collective. Follow the network on social media at PWPH Studios. On behalf of Angelo Panera, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe and stay wrestle, everyone. Thank you for tuning into this episode of The Main Event Mark powered by PWPH Studios. The views and opinions expressed during this episode are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of PWPH Studios, Pro Wrestling Philippines, and its affiliates. This content is intended for informational and commentary purposes only. If you found this podcast helpful, be sure to subscribe, rate, and review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Stay tuned for more episodes, and as always, we appreciate your support. The Main Event Mark is brought to you by PWPH Studios, a Pro Wrestling Philippines collective production. All rights reserved.